This is the true story of the fastest, boldest jewel heist in modern history. In broad daylight, in front of tourists. Inside the Louvre. The Louvre is the most visited museum in the world. Millions walk through its halls every year, drawn to treasures like the Mona Lisa. Deep inside the museum sits the Apollo Gallery. This room holds France's crown jewels, gems once worn by queens and empresses. These jewels were made for kings and empresses centuries ago. Diamonds, sapphires, emeralds, and pearls, set by the finest jewelers in Europe. Napoleon gave jewels like these to the women he loved, gifts meant to show power as much as affection. The Louvre has faced theft before. In 1911, thieves even stole the Mona Lisa itself. But nothing like what was coming had happened in decades. Now, fast forward to October 19, 2025. It's quiet Sunday morning in Paris. The Louvre has just opened its doors. Along the riverside of the museum, a truck pulls up. It carries a furniture lift, the kind movers use to raise heavy furniture to upper floors. No one questions them. Paris is full of construction crews. These men blend in perfectly, hiding in plain sight. At 9:34, the lift begins to rise. It carries two men straight up toward a second-floor window of the Apollo Gallery. Investigators later said the thieves used small saws and grinders to cut straight through the window glass, working fast and with practiced precision. The window gives way. The two men climb inside. They are now standing in one of the most protected rooms in France. An alarm on the window triggers instantly. Security is alerted, but the thieves already know exactly what they came for. Back in the gallery, the thieves move straight to two display cases. They know exactly which glass to break. Inside, gleaming under the lights, sits a sapphire tiara, once worn by two French queens. It is one of the first pieces they grab. Next comes an emerald necklace, once a wedding gift from Napoleon himself, and matching earrings sparkling beside it. In the rush, one heavy gold crown slips from a thief's grip. It falls near the window, dropped in the chaos of the escape. Guards rush toward the gallery, but by the time they arrive, the thieves are already climbing back down. The two men climb back into the lift and descend to the street, where their accomplices are waiting. In under 8 minutes, the whole operation is over. The thieves speed away on motorcycles, vanishing into the streets of Paris. Minutes later, museum staff close the gates. Thousands of visitors are told to leave immediately. Word spreads fast. Officials confirm that thieves broke into the Apollo Gallery and stole priceless pieces of the French crown jewels. Forensic teams comb the gallery for clues. Every fingerprint and fiber could lead police to the thieves. The Louvre stays closed for days. For the first time in decades, the world's busiest museum falls completely silent. Across France, the theft feels personal. These jewels are not just valuable, they are pieces of the nation's story. Days later, prosecutors revealed the number that shocks everyone. The stolen jewels are worth about 88 million euros. A team of 60 investigators is assembled. Detectives study traffic cameras, phone records, and every second of footage they can find. Within a week, 2 suspects are arrested. Investigators believe they are part of the crew that carried out the heist. More arrests follow in the weeks after, but the most important question remains unanswered. Where are the jewels? Experts fear the worst. If the jewels are cut apart and their stones sold separately, they may be lost forever. Just 3 days after the theft, the Louvre reopens its doors. Long lines return, but the Apollo Gallery stays sealed off. Officials admit the museum's security had gaps. A major renovation plan, already underway, promises stronger protection for the future. The damaged crown that was dropped and recovered will be restored. It stands now as a symbol that even after loss, history can be rebuilt. The other jewels are still missing, but their story is now known everywhere. This heist proved that even the most guarded room in the world can fall in minutes.